I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's an necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Like winner, chocolate cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Author rain is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pictures. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Louis do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability.
But this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Up first is the boss. And he'll be... First up, the boss. From the... Making his way to the ring...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, all I can say...
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, he took that jab well. Perfect counter shot. That jab gets blocked. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Another scoring shot there. Can't find a home for that jab. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They both want the knockout. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Great work. And there's the bell for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That jab doesn't score. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. There's a counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. One punch could change everything in this battle. And he scores with the counter. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept that.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You just gotta be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? How did they not go down?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Didn't land that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this.
Back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Perfect punch. to score with that hook but missed. Both men step back for just a moment. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They exchange punches. Can't land the jab there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell sometimes.
And there's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here at all. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that hook misses. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
A lot of effort being exerted here. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good round, I like that. I'm happy. You were smart.
Here we go in the 6th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. And he misses with that jab. Miss with that jab. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Straight right just misses. Quick punch scores. Punch, counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Get this boxing back together.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Threw the counter punch, but no. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, that punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this. Did you see that? Are we about to see a first-round knockout? We'll see how much endurance these... There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing, it absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Left hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice punch. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice. And the boss has been dropped. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to it. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there? I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. What a massive upset this would be. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
At some point, The corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.